It was a cold November night in a small Oregon town when 24-year-old Emily locked up the coffee shop where she worked and started walking home. The streets were empty, and the rain was falling, tapping against the sidewalk like tiny alarms. Halfway down the block, she noticed a man in a dark hoodie following her. She sped up. So did he. Emily's heart pounded. She turned a corner, hoping to lose him, but he was getting closer. Just as she was about to scream, a black car pulled up next to her, the window rolling down. A young man leaned out and yelled, "Get in, now! He's dangerous!" Without thinking, Emily jumped into the car, slamming the door behind her. The man in the hoodie stopped in the rain, staring at them as they drove away. Emily was shaking. The driver, who introduced himself as Kyle, told her the man had been following women in the area for weeks. He said he'd seen him lurking around and was keeping watch in case he tried something. Kyle drove Emily home safely, and she thanked him over and over. She felt lucky that someone had been there to protect her. The next day, Kyle showed up at her coffee shop to check if she was okay. Emily offered him a free coffee. Soon, he started visiting every morning, telling her stories about his job, making her laugh, and treating her with kindness. Emily began to trust him. She felt safe. One evening, Kyle waited outside to walk Emily home. They were halfway there when police cars suddenly sped down the street, lights flashing and sirens screaming. Two officers jumped out, pointing at Kyle and shouting, "Hands up! Get down on the ground!" Emily froze as Kyle looked at her, panic in his eyes, before turning to run. The officers tackled him to the ground. Emily screamed, demanding to know what was happening. One of the officers turned to her and said, "Ma'am, this man is wanted for multiple kidnappings in the area. He gains women's trust. Then they disappear." Emily's world shattered. The man she thought had saved her was the predator. The man in the hoodie who was following her that night wasn't a stalker. He was a private investigator hired by another victim's family to track Kyle before he could take another woman. Emily later learned that the black car Kyle was driving was stolen. He had used the same method on 3 other women in different towns, and they were still missing. And the worst part, when police searched Kyle's phone, they found hundreds of photos of Emily, taken without her knowledge from the day they met. He had been watching her for weeks, waiting for the perfect moment to gain her trust.